اللهم صل على فاطمة وأبيها وبالها وبنيها وأمها ومحبيها.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين. السلام عليك أيتها الصديقة الشهيدة المكسور ضلعها المظلوم بعلها المقتول ولدها. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to 5th episode of Fatimiyyah Series. All of us know the bravery of the commander of the faithful, Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. No one can't deny his achievement on the battlefields. The question is, regarding these things, his bravery, his achievement, why did he allow the strangers, the attackers, to attack, to assault the house of the revelation? Why did he allow to burn the door of the house of revelation? What's the reason? Because we all know these realities. Why didn't he defend of his wife? Today, the scholar of our program is Sheikh Raja'i. Sheikh Raja'i, salamun alaykum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim wa bihi nasta'in. Innahu khayrun nasirun wa mu'in. Maybe the most challenging question that we dealt with so far is this question. Because this question is mostly asked by Wahhabists. They say that we also believe that Ali was a brave person. No one can deny it. They know about his bravery, his achievements in the battlefield, in the battle of Uhud, in which he saved the life of Rasulullah, in Ahzab, in which he actually killed Amr ibn Abdawad, and in the battle of Khaybar, that he had the major effect in the victory of Muslims against the Judists. Anyway, these are all accepted by all Muslims. The important part is, the question is, if Ali is this brave and this powerful in fighting, in drawing his sword against the enemy, why did he hesitate? Why didn't he stop the attackers? They did everything, as you say. It's a question from Wahhabist. As you say, they did everything to Zahra, salamullah alayha. And Ali was present. Why didn't he stop them? Because we know he's brave. So the point is, what you say about the event of Bani Hashim Ali is nothing but a lie. That's their claim. The answer revolves around a few points. The first answer is that Ali did defend Lady Fatimah. They mostly ignore this part. They deliberately cast it away. Because in history it is written that when they attacked Lady Fatimah, Ali alayhi salam stopped them, threw one of them on the ground, hit him by his fist, and wanted to kill him. And that very moment, he was reminded by the recommendation of Rasulullah, what he was told by Rasulullah, that there would be a time, O Ali, that you should refrain from resorting to aggression. You should be patient on that time. Ali alayhi salam said in Nahjul Balagha, I waited, I was patient, as if there was a bone in my throat and there was something sharp in my eye.
Yes. But for sake of Allah, I am being patient.
Yeah, he refrained from doing anything irrational. We will go through another reasons as well. So this is the first one. Ali did defend Lady Fatimah. The second reason is that Ali alayhi salam, as I told you, he was ordered by Rasulullah to be patient. That was the will, verbal will of Rasulullah for Ali alayhi salam, as I told you the narration. The third reason is that Ali alayhi salam was a strategist. He knew everything about wars and battles. He knew that he was in a minority against a big majority. He was either, he had two choices. He was either forced to resort to a little people that he had. It is said that 360 people swore oath towards Ali alayhi salam. Ali alayhi salam said, okay, tomorrow you'll come here waiting for me to come. Out of 360 people, only 5 of them showed up. Only 5. Yes. There's a narration from Ali alayhi salam that he saw some sheep and said there were around 30 of them. And he said, if I had followers as many of these sheep, I would stood against them. But unfortunately, he didn't have even this many people. Only 5 of them. So he knew that his first choice was to go to war with them only with 5 people.
Impossible.
And that's impossible. Really impossible. Or use his miraculous power and single-handedly go against them. It was possible. Maybe possible. Although it's not the policy of Rasulullah, the policy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and even the infallibles to try to further the aims and goals by miracles, but it was possible for him.
And destroy their enemies.
Yeah, it was possible for them. But it should know that Rasulullah had this miracle as well. To use miracle, Allah-given miracle, God-given power to wipe the enemies from the face of earth. But he didn't do so because he was 13 years in Mecca. He didn't resort to miracles to kill all of them. Yes. And also it is the true facts for Ali alayhi salam. He didn't want it to resort to this miraculous power. أَبَى اللَّهُ أَن يُجْرِ الْأُمُورِ إِلَّا بِأَسْبَابِهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is adamant to use miracles. He wants everything to be done by its ordinary means. That's the point here. So the first choice was impossible, the ordinary one. The rational and orderly one was impossible on that time because only 5 of them stood with him. And the miraculous power was irrational, and also there is another effect with it because he had to suffer the consequences because they also had some followers, and it would create a discord and dividance against Muslims. In other words, it would be a civil war. Yes. Okay? So that's another point.
So, and if Ali ibn Abi Talib would like to be at war with them, maybe the Islam would be unhazardous, undangerous. So Ali ibn Abi Talib decided to be silent, as you mentioned.
Not silent, He was patient, but he wasn't silent. There's a mistake from some preachers and promoters of Islam that they usually say that Ali remained silent for 25 years. That's the very incorrect statement. Because in every possible situation, Ali alayhi salam started to raise his voice against them. The first very moment is, maybe the last one, better to say, is when these 25 years was passed and he was given the choice to be the caliph of the people. He wasn't silent. He said, all these years, Islam was usurped by some people that that they didn't know anything about Islam. True Islam, I mean. So that's another point. He didn't draw his sword, but he didn't remain silent as well. That's the point here. And there's also another point. They try to use Ali's patience as an excuse as a base for this argument that there wasn't any problem. Fatimah, Ali, and the three caliphs, they didn't have any problems. If there wasn't any problem, Ali would draw his sword and go against them. But he didn't do so. So there wasn't any problem. That's what they say. There is also another answer that if he didn't have any problem with them, why didn't he participate in their wars? That's another point. 25 years for Ali alayhi salam, he didn't participate in anything, any wars, any battles. It was a major achievement for them to try to convince Ali to attend these wars. The very presence of Ali on the battlefield would be a major boost to people's morals. The army's morals.
It's because it's kind of confirmation. If Ali ibn Abi Talib...
Exactly. So Ali alayhi salam didn't participate because he didn't want to confirm and give them legitimacy for this, usurping the caliphate and the successorship after Rasulullah. There is also another reason. So when we consider all of them together, we can easily understand that Ali alayhi salam did defend, but he remembered and was reminded about what Rasulullah told him to be patient, or Ali to be patient on that situation that you will face in near future. Ali alayhi salam stood fast based upon what Rasulullah told him. And you should also know the approach and the strategy was to go to war with them was impossible. He didn't remain silent, and he didn't confirm them and didn't give them legitimacy by not attending their wars. There are also other answers, but I think these are maybe the most important answers for this challenge. And I think that's more than enough for today's program.
Jazakallah khaira, Sheikh Raja'i. Thank you so much, our audiences, for watching us. May Allah bless all of you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
اللهم صل على فاطمة وأبيها وبالها وبنيها وأمها ومحبيها